Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. So today we are going to talk about how to supervise students, especially during exam, easily. I know you know these things, but I just want to maybe remind you, especially now because we are doing all our end-term exams. Supervision of exams is key so that you can ensure that the results that you get are credible. And remember, this is the youth. We are not saying that we don't trust our students, but some of them, just a few, might be tricky. So now with supervising exams, we make sure that we get the correct feedback from them, whether they're understanding what is being taught. And we are going to look at 3 things that you should put in mind when supervising exams. So the 3 things that we are going to look at are, number 1, the position of the teacher, where the teacher will be when supervising the exam. Number 2, we'll talk about the seating arrangement of the students. And then number 3, we are going to talk about what to do during the examination. So number 1, the position of the teacher. As you know, during supervision of exams, you're supposed to go around, supposed to walk around the class throughout exam. But let's be human beings. You cannot be walking around for 2 hours, 30 minutes in a CRE paper or a history paper. That's a long time to walk around. And if you're walking around, you're also disturbing the students as you're walking around, because your feet might be making what? Might be making noise. You're going around after every 20 minutes, or depending on your choice, you don't have even to time it. You can make sure as often as possible you're moving around, but the best position for you to supervise the exams is from the back of the class. Because when you are at the back of the class, the students, or the student who wants to maybe get out a Kenya, or wants to open their desks and peruse their books, or wants to legal material in the examination, cannot do that because he or she does not know where you are looking at from his or her own back. So when you are at the back, this is the best position to be at, the time that you're not walking around the class. And from there, you can easily tell how the students are, or is this student panicking? That gives you a lot of information. Number 2 is the reshuffling of the students. Just before the students start the examination, you know they have sitting positions, you know how they're supposed to sit during the examination of the exam, but you're supposed to reshuffle them. Make sure those students who are trusted, you know, there are those students who are really sincere. You can tell, and you know as a teacher, make sure they sit at strategic positions. You can make sure they sit at the corners, at the back, at the corners. They can also sit at the middle, and also others in the front. If they're seated like that, the students who are notorious will automatically know, if I do something now, the other student is going to do what? To tell the teacher after the exam. So make sure those trusted students, like for example, the CEO, the YCS chairperson, sits at the far end corner where they can be able to see the other students, and at the back also. Most of the time, I put the bright students in the middle because they're usually serious with whatever they're doing, and they're usually also very sincere. And they don't allow any other students to copy because they know they've read well and they want to pass the examination. That's also something you can think about. So I reshuffle the students depending on their integrity levels. You know, here in school, we are just teaching them how to be sincere and how to always tell the truth. And this is actually what we want them to model in our society today. So because of that, that's why we have to insist on the what? Integrity. Now let's talk about the third aspect, which is during the examination. During the examination as a teacher, as you're moving around, what you're supposed to check is, number one, students who are restless or when you're at the back. Any restless student means that they have a what? A material that is not supposed to be the examination room. And go stand next to them. Or you reshuffle them next to a sincere student or next to you. Because when you're standing at the back, you'll change your position from one side of the back or to the other side, or the right side or the what? The left side. Make sure they're on that side. And then you'll get to know what they're doing. The others who are very hardcore, let's call them that, they don't even tremble if they're doing something. But the examination material is going to tell you what they're doing. If they keep on perusing their paper, if their pencil or pen keeps on falling down and they pick it up, it's because they're what? They want to check where you are. If they keep on looking at the back where you are, or they keep on looking at your position every time, that is a good indicator that they want to cheat. If you notice a student who's like that, you just go stand where they are, and maybe you look at whatever the material that is on their desk. As you're looking at that material, don't be very sincere that you're checking whether they are copying. No, just look and say, it looks like you've finished. Have you finished? Just something as simple as that, so that you don't make even the student nervous. That is a good notification to them. You're really serious with them and whatever they are doing. Kindly add more points in the comment section on how to supervise the exam well, because you know better. Blessings.